Hello and welcome one and all, I'm Old School Gamer 1971, a special shout out to Millie and Lloyd. Hope you're all having a great day and are staying safe. Today's subject matter is Namco Museum Archives Volume 1 and 2. Before we begin, if you enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up, like, and if it pleases you, check out my channel and subscribe. So without further ado, Namco Museum Archives Volume 1 and 2 are retro compilations of old arcade games and released for the PlayStation 4 in 2020. Starting out on the original PlayStation, there has been several iterations of these compilations. This is the latest iteration. Namco has been around since 1955, starting off as a coin ride manufacturer, entering the arcade market in 1978 after noticing how much money Atari was making in the Asian market. In 2005 they merged with Bandai to make Bandai Namco Holdings. This made them the third largest entity in Japan and the seventh worldwide, with games such as Pac-Man, Galaxian, Tekken, Ridge Racer, Soul Calibur, Ace Combat, even to today with Dark Pictures series. They have both developed and published some fantastic games. I remember getting the original Namco Museum for the original PlayStation, along with Williams and Atari Classics. There was some fantastic games on there, hours of fun that took me way back. I try to have a retro day at least once a month. Each volume here comes with 10 classic games along with a bonus game, so it's 11 games for $15.99. When Volume 1 was initially announced for the Switch, the green-eyed monster was strong with this one. Then I was looking on the PlayStation Store about a week ago, and there it was, along with Volume 2. The funding for this game came from Sister Pen. It's my Christmas present from last year. This is going to be a lot of fun playing through this lot. So is this Namco Museum Archives a trip down memory lane? Or is it Lameco fuddy-duddy trash, a trap to just take my money? Whilst analog sticks were about as early as the 1980s, the average arcade cabinet had micro switch joysticks. This made most arcade games 8-directional at best. Really early ones have only left and right or up and down. In these collections alone we see advancements in the shooting genre. Just look at Galaxian and Gapless. With the likes of Rolling Thunder and Pac-Man, I've put so much money into those arcade games. Xevious and Mapper. On the original PlayStation I played these games so much. Then we get Galaga and Pac-Land. You can tell the advancements as the earlier games are on these collections. The list just goes on. And whilst they are from a more simpler time, they are from a time when manufacturers wanted you to spend more money. So a game was only supposed to last 3 to 5 minutes, 8 at best, and keep you hooked. Graphically, these games are arcade perfect, and I get that they should be, but I'm so glad that they are. My nan used to take Brother Miles and myself to the arcades. Eventually we would run out of money and would be left looking at the flashing lights and sound, whilst my nan would play the fruit machines. I have vivid memories of where and when I played these games. These games were visually appealing back then, as they are now, in a retro way. In a bustling arcade, you could hear a game a long time before you reached it. Normally some other bugger would be playing it. Hearing the sounds of those machines in a row when an arcade was busy may drive some people crazy. I used to love that sound. Here again the sound is spot on. I am glad that they didn't go with some music over the top. So glad that they got this aesthetically right. Sound and visuals are so important in retro gaming. Namco was one of my favourite developers of the time. Galaxian is one of my favourite cabinets of all time. Also, some of the games on the 5th and 6th collections for the original PlayStation had some questionable titles at best. These volumes have some games on that were never on the original collections. I do hope for more of these from Namco. Maybe even a Soul Calibur or Tekken compilation would also be good. These volumes are great for anyone who remembers these games when it was 10p ago, when arcades would not unplug the cabinet so the high scores would still stand. So Namco Museum Archives, a trip down memory lane, this most definitely is. I'm off to cry into my pillow about not buying an old Galaxian cabinet in 1991, 50 quid delivered to my door. What was I thinking? And it's done. If you found this video interesting, entertaining, or have any suggestions, please comment down below, as it will put a big old smile on this old face. Let's get the conversation started. I will answer you all. I post new content every week. Have a great day one and all, and thank you for your support. This has been Old School Gamer 1971, signing off.